In a world gone free, enlightened time and technology took our people of the heritage of everything.
Interstellar Wagon 3, departing orbit station. At to cross the Black Sea, breaking through causation. It won't seem to take too long. Body the duration. We just wanna kiss the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. Actually, this is episode 52. This is the final episode of the season. I am Troy Miles, and I am here with Ed Davis.
What's up?
Once again, today is just two dudes having the conversation. Old school views, new school news. And the news for today is the NBA Finals. Ed, what a spectacle. All the storylines, all the things that took place, all the data collection, when people are asked who's going to win and the coaches have to deal with actually being on the floor. Well, game one provides a lot of precious data. And there's all kind of things to talk about. And, we would be out of pocket not to start with Jalen Brunson. Good Lord.
Yes. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Craig was talking about Jalen. Jalen is a question mark. Craig tripping. Craig is tripping, man.
I didn't understand that because
I had no concerns about Jalen Brunson. I wasn't worried about him. I'm worried about the others.
Yes.
I'm worried about the others. So
because truly, when we talk about being worried about the others, we said that, hey, the way New York is playing, it's almost as if they're playing, over their heads. You don't like to say that about professional athletes because you don't like to put limits on them. But the others were playing at a level that we hadn't seen. And can we expect that to continue? Well, if I'm Coach Johnson, if I'm Mitch Johnson, I'm ready to find out. I'm not going to let Jalen Brunson have the room to beat me again. I mean, I just.
What's your plan? You're going to double him or what? When he comes across half, what's your plan?
Let me tell you something, man. I really thought that the way things were going in the very beginning, was what I expected. I expected the Castle to hawk and harass him. I expected Vassell to contribute defensively. I expected Dylan Harper. I expected Keldon Johnson. I expected all those guys to be imposing physical figures on him because they're a lot bigger than him. And in the beginning of the game, the way things were going, I thought they were going the script. They were banging him. They were beating him up. I just thought that there were some tactical errors that were made, and they're correctable errors. I just thought that, for me, you're gonna have to show me that the others on New York are up to the task of beating you. Prove it to me.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
And I didn't understand when San Antonio went to Carter Bryant as the defender on Jalen Brunson. That's when Jalen found his groove. Now I know Carter's a terrific defender on certain types. He did a terrific job on SGA. I've been applauding him since the summertime. We talked about him as early as the summer league when we watched him play, and we thought he was going to contribute to that team because
wasn't Castle in foul trouble early?
They were in foul trouble.
Castle. I think didn't he go out in early with two.
I don't. You know what, Ed? You could be right. I don't remember that. All I know is that Jalen Brunson found his groove, giving Carter Bryant the business.
He was going to figure it out one way or the other, though. Jalen Brunson was going to figure it out.
I believe that.
He's going to figure it out.
I believe he's indomitable. I think he has that type of spirit. He's crafty. We talked, Craig and I, remember we talked about that the other day when Craig and was saying that he had his doubts about Brunson, and I said, "Look, man, he's as crafty as we got in the league. You've got SGA, you've got Brunson, you got Joker. I mean, this is craftiness at its finest. So yes, I expected a lot from Brunson, but at the same time, as a coach, I'm not letting him beat me. I'm disrupting him. Show me Mikal Bridges. Show me that McBride. Show me this Shamet. Show me that Anunoby have the wherewithal to beat me. I
think they can. I think they will.
Show me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I'm with you. Like I said, I predicted New York would win. And I'm not a Knicks fan. I don't even like the Knicks. I don't like the Knicks. I don't like Timberlands. I don't like none of them. I wish San Antonio's win this. For some reason, the matchups and the way it is, I don't think San Antonio's ready. Remember, the young teams have to take their lumps to get there. The Knicks took theirs a few years, right? They took it. Now they're playing. It's time for them. It's their time. Well, Detroit's going through it. I thought San Antonio. I didn't think San Antonio was going to get by Oklahoma. I didn't.
You did,
and I could be. I could be wrong.
Yes,
because I could be wrong.
Because that's the pattern. You're right. That's typically how it goes. But when we're talking about Wemby, we're talking about an historical figure. And, let's just be honest. The way he showed up for game one was proper. He got them off to a good start. What happened to them is that his Robin didn't show up. To me, in my opinion, and I said this before, I think what cost San Antonio yesterday was the De'Aaron Fox no-show. I think that because I think Wemby got him off to a good start.
That was part of it.
I think that Dylan Harper was tremendous in what he brought to the table early in the game. He was part of that first run that had them up 14 points. And then you had Fox negotiating and getting quality looks for himself. He absolutely did. I mean, he's a scientist. He's an all-star for a reason. But the brother wasn't ringing the bell, man. And because of that,
it happens. It happens.
Think about this.
It's not just him, though.
It's not just him. But think about it. If you look at what happened in that particular game, you had Champagne did his job. You had Harper came in and did what he was supposed to do. Wemby got off to a good start. Now I know that eventually they started taking. They had some suspect shot selection and all those different things.
The entire game.
Okay, you're right.
Also, I don't mean to cut you off, but also, like I said, this is the champ. This is NBA championship. Wemby was bringing the ball up the court and turning the ball over. There's no reason why he should be bringing the ball up at any time. Anytime. He should be he's bringing up getting stripped at half court. Let's not forget things like that. It's the little small things in the playoffs. In the playoffs, little small things that matter. You're right about De'Aaron Fox, but he's not the whole reason. It's how you play the game. And I know this your boy. But Mitch got something to do with that as well. People have their roles, and I understand that Wemby, you want to let him be free to do what he wants, but it's the championship playoff games. This is when the young inexperience comes in. You're bringing the ball up. You're a threat, you're a rim to rim threat. You're taking two people with you if you run to the rim. You have to, because not, it's a layup. See, so by him bringing it up the court, you're making it easier on New York. So go ahead, let him do what he's gonna do. Like I said, it's inexperience. Well, let that dude needs to play a certain way, and when you get to the rim, and then you can fade out and get comfortable and do what he's gonna do. Well, that's basketball. Hold on, that's basketball 1-on-1. That's old school basketball.
Man, see? Ed, I'm gonna pull this up and put and run it on the short, because I have been saying this for months about San Antonio, and I said that I appreciate Wemby's chameleonic abilities. He can be a little Steph Curry. He can be a little Bill Ray. He can be a little bit of everything. But I've
At
been saying,
times.
how long have I been
Excuse me.
saying? Because let me tell you what I saw yesterday. I saw Jalen Brunson demonstrate the blueprint for success. And that's negotiating in the box, in the paint.
Thank you.
He
Thank
dominated the
you.
paint like I think San Antonio has the ability to do with Wemby. I'm not saying, and I said this months ago, I said Mitch is it's a quandary because you don't want to limit a guy. I don't
Yeah.
believe in that. I believe in having my players as confident as possible, and you
Of
want to take
course.
full
Of
advantage
course.
of the things that they have to offer. But at the same time, I said this: you don't limit Wemby from taking threes,
No,
but
of course not.
have it be a part of the process of how you're playing. He can extend himself out to the three, but that should be, but when he does that, it should be just that. It should be an extension of him dominating in the paint. And then sometimes, like let me tell you what else. Speaking of San Antonio and another performer, speaking of somebody else, I used to say this years ago. I used to say Tony Parker is the biggest little dude in the league because
Yes.
he would start the game off taking everybody, whoever's in front of him,
To the rack.
To the rack. He would take your ass to the rack. And then when you stopped him, he started hitting you with floaters.
Yep.
And then when you take the floaters away, he'd say
Mid range.
I'm going to hit this mid-range. Yes.
Yes.
And then when you say, well, shit, I got to get out there on the mid-range. And so you sag a little bit. He's like, oh, don't trip. I can hit threes. I just don't need to take them because I get what I want against you.
Yeah.
That's how Wemby should play, sir.
But also, that's how De'Aaron Fox plays. De'Aaron Fox is hurt. De'Aaron Fox is playing hurt right now. You can tell the way he plays. I've watched him with Sacramento for years. He's playing hurt.
I'm a PG, so I know what it's like to have a bum wheel.
He's hurt, yes.
But here's the thing about it, though. The hard part. This is the part. Two parts. One is that I know the wheel's messed up, but you're getting any shots you want. You're getting really easy. You're getting quality looks. Yeah. You have to ring that bell. And if you can't in this context, particularly with Dylan Harper sitting over there, then we have to make some changes.
All of them.
How long have I been saying? How many months ago did I say that when I watched? I think I watch things at face value. And at face value, I said, even though De'Aaron Fox is an all-star, that, hey, man, it's just a matter of time before they hand Harper the ball, and you can get great value for Fox. And you told me, whoa, now. It ain't
you could be true. And I still say that. You could be true later on down the road. As of right now, no. As of right now, no. Dylan Harper's still young. He's just that good. He's so good that his flaws are somewhat covered up. See what I'm saying? Some of his flaws are covered up. Like I said,
his flaws are covered up because of his role.
To me, San Antonio's whole squad, everybody just so enamored by Wemby and everything. They cover up a lot of stuff. You know, Wemby was 6 of 21 last night, right?
Yeah.
He was 6 of 21. He got his money on the free throw line.
Taking threes, taking fadeaways, taking tough shots.
I think he was like 2 for 9 from the 3-point line. He didn't play well. He didn't have a good game. But nobody says that. He's a weapon.
I'd say that.
He didn't play well. None of them really played well.
Let me tell you something. I was surprised a little bit how these guys are big, man.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that the other day that one of the things that you were concerned about for San Antonio was how they were going to deal with New York size.
Yes.
The person that I didn't even, when you said that, I went to several other people in my brain.
Okay.
But the person I didn't think about when you were saying that was Wemby. I didn't realize that Cat, he's big and strong, and so is Mitchell Robinson. And so here's my concern about here's my only concern, and I have to wait and
The
see
Spurs
after
are
this
small.
game.
They're small, man. They're
Well,
small,
they're not small because if you think about
man.
okay, it's a dichotomy of sizes because if you think about Harper and Castle and Johnson out front guarding guards, they're big. Then when you think about uh, Mitchell Robinson and Cat,
Okay,
now in terms of their strength and their size, now they're big. But let me tell you this. I want to see game 2 because I'm certain that Mitch is aware of the adjustments that need to be made. He's got a
of
talented staff
course,
and he's smart enough
of
himself.
course.
Oh,
And
now,
do you
right,
think Mike? Do you think Mike Brown is
yes,
not going to be ready for any
I
type of
get that
adjustments
too. But what I need to
before?
see is this. Here's what I need to see. I need to see after the mandation, after Mitch tells Wemby, hey, look, man, we're playing inside out, and this is where I want you to operate from. I
You're not
want to
listening.
see if he has the physical capacity, capacity is there, but capability is what you demonstrate. I want to see if Wemby has the capability to operate in the paint versus Cat
Have
versus
you seen it? Have you
Robinson.
seen it? Have you seen it this year?
I've
You know
seen
what you get from it.
I've seen
You know what you get from
I've seen
Wemby.
him play in the paint.
You know what you're going to get from him? You're going to
I've
get
seen,
a turnaround jumper. You're going to get a turnaround jumper or a floater. You're not going to get a sky hook. You're not going to get none of that. You're not getting any of that. That's not his game. I'm telling you, that's not his game,
we're
man.
gonna see.
It's not. Like I said, I believe the inside play of New York is going to be the difference in the game. How many times have you seen Mitchell Robinson, them throw lobs at Mitchell Robinson? He had 2 last night. He hit the first one and missed the second one. The lob is there because any kind of exchange, any kind of switch they make, you're going to be in trouble because when you think about San Antonio, other than Wemby, they're small. They very seldom play the two bigs, Wemby and Cornette. They very seldom play them together. When Wemby goes out, Cornette will come in.
I don't.
Cornette's even smaller.
I
See,
but I don't. But
New York is going to force. They're going to force them to
I
play Wemby and Cornette at the same
I
time.
said that,
Watch
but didn't I
at
say
some
that?
point.
I said that against
Watch.
OK. I said that against
Yes.
OKC. I was afraid they were going to lose to OKC because they weren't making that adjustment with the two bigs for OKC. Fortunately, since I wanted San Antonio to win, Chet played a little.
Yeah.
But I think that first I believe this. I think that we'll be able to get to make some assessments off of game 2 about how Wemby operates in the paint because the league was going to protect him if he does. They definitely want San Antonio to win tomorrow. So if they play
Oh yeah.
inside out, they're going to protect Wemby. They're going to they're going to put Wemby at the line, and he's quality from the line. I think
They should win. They should win tomorrow. They should win tomorrow. But one thing I do know, you're not gonna get what you want as far as him playing inside, man. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. He doesn't have inside moves.
I
You
don't
know, that's not him.
I
He
don't
got
believe
a
that.
turnaround. He can handle the ball, step back, hit. He's trained differently. He's not a post man.
I,
That's not him.
I don't. I'm not saying that I'm not advocating that he play with his back to the basket like a traditional 5. What I'm saying is that Jalen Brunson's a 1 guard. He dominated the paint because he got there. I think
It's a different
Wemby.
guy.
I think
It's a different one.
I think Wemby has the ability to get into the paint.
He's gonna me from the outside, go around somebody and
However,
get into the paint.
if he focuses on getting paint touches, if that becomes Wemby's mindset, because Wemby those two bigs are terrific. Both of those guys, Cat and Wemby, are both terrific passers. So I just think if Wemby's mindset changes to paint touches and the occasional pull-ups, he's hard to deal with. He'll be hard to deal with.
I think they're asking him to handle the ball way too much. He's handling the ball too much.
Doesn't need to do that.
I don't think he should. I think he should, other than trying to set up a matchup problem, I don't think he should be bringing the ball up the court, not on breaks or none of that. I don't like it. That's just me personally. I don't like it. You 7'5" and you bringing it up. You running to the rim is the biggest threat on the court. So why would you take
Man,
that advantage away from you?
brother,
He's bringing it up and getting stripped. That shouldn't happen. That's what your point
brother,
guard is for.
been saying this for a while
Yes.
now. Like I said, I'm impressed with all the things that he can do, but let's figure out uh, a strategy so that we're all on the same page about what the most important mode of operandi is. We're trying to
Yes.
we're trying to effectively force New York into, because you've got shooters. It's not like you don't have, San Antonio doesn't have shooters. They've got
Mm-hmm.
guys that can score, and you've got, in my opinion, you you have another mismatch when you have Dylan Harper. When Dylan Harper has the ball, Stephen Castle is hard to deal with. Keldon Johnson's like that tweener mismatch guy. I think San Antonio has enough, and I know it sounds like the word
You seem a little one sided and
a little
biased.
one-sided. I can see that.
You're a little biased because
I'm not, but I'm
you ain't
not
mentioned
though.
that ain't nobody really gonna hold Jalen Brunson. Ain't nobody guarding him, man.
Well,
They're
no,
not guarding Jalen Brunson.
no.
You
Jalen.
can do some gimmicks at him and slow him down
That's
and
what I.
frustrate him a little bit.
That's my recommendation. My recommendation is
Okay,
to
so now
disrupt him
what they're
and
gonna do
force.
if he's kicking it out and Anunoby's on fire tonight,
Well,
kick it out, your cat hitting threes, whatever. Like I said, it's
OG.
I'm interested. I'm interested in see, like we both say, I'm interested in seeing Mitch and San Antonio making the adjustments they need to make for game two.
Yeah.
I'm also interested into their style of play. I'm interested is there anybody in the San Antonio organization, from Mitch to Pop to anybody else, that's willing to tell Wemby no? Is there anyone? He's such a huge star. Is anybody willing to tell him no? Man, I need you to do this. Stop doing this. Is anybody on the squad ready willing
Well,
to
I
do that
don't
right
know,
now?
but you recall 3 months ago we talked about this on the show about that was going to be one of Mitch's toughest uh, jobs, and that
Shouldn't be though.
well,
Shouldn't be.
well,
Because they look like they got a great relationship.
I think they do, and
Yes.
and I
Yes.
and but you know it's tough
I-
because you do not want to limit your player or get in your player's head to take away any confidence. Coaches who do that, I don't that's my pet peeve. Coaches that don't embrace what players can do organically and then try to facilitate and put them in environments where they can have success doing that.
of course. Of
That's
course.
why, and we didn't get
Of
treated like
course.
that. We got treated to the antithesis of that. But
True.
at the
True.
same time, I both both parties need to be responsible. Wemby needs to be responsible for what's actually best for the group, and Mitch needs to be responsible for doing the uncomfortable thing that comes with his description. And I'm no and knowing Mitch, he don't have any problem. He doesn't have any problems at all saying what needs to be said. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
doesn't find himself in this position uh, without having that quality, and he has the culture and environment that Pop has already created that gives him the ability to lean that direction because that's
We'll
already
see.
established. It's in the fabric of the air there.
We'll see.
Like that's what Popovich said, that the luxury he had was he could coach Tim Duncan hard. And if I can coach Tim Duncan hard, who the F are you to say anything to me about what I have to say to you?
Yeah, well, I like I said, I don't know Wimby's personality like that. I have no idea if he's gonna accept that. I can't see too many people from the age probably 11 or 12 telling him no. I just, that's just the way things go.
I see.
When you 12 years old, you 6'8". I just, and I'm just guessing. I don't know how tall he was at 12, but
I see
there,
Wemby singularly focused on winning, and I fully
oh,
think the kind of person
I-
that he seems to be. If I can glean from how what I his aura, what I his vibe, whatever, I think that he truly wants to win badly,
I don't
and
think that's even a question.
yes,
Not a
and
question.
so
That's not a
I
question.
think that he'll put his ego in check enough to be objective about the information that he's hearing. I think he's that kind of kid.
And you may be right, but sometimes there needs to be someone else to put that ego in check, and not purposely trying to put the ego in check, but doing the things that will check that ego. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, when you're in a situation where a fast break, the guard most of the time guard, now these days forward, whoever, bringing the ball up, right? You're running, first thing you're doing, I'm not waiting for the ball. I'm breaking to the rim, trying to get that quick layup. If that doesn't develop, now there's time to do something else. There's
Secondary.
no reason why that should be his secondary. That
Yeah,
should be his mindset. I'm
that's
running to the rim because if I'm 2 steps ahead of somebody, you throw it up, it's a bucket.
bro.
So
I
so,
think
so
I,
by him bringing it up the court, you eliminate that. You
yeah,
eliminate that option. So if I do that every time, that means that, okay, part of their game plan is when the ball come out the rim, you make sure you get down to the rim, make sure he doesn't get an easy layup. Okay, so they eliminate that by allowing him to bring the ball up court. What guard or forward on their team, because everybody on their squad can bring the ball up.
yeah,
Everybody, there's not many on the team that can't bring it up. Why is he bringing it up?
yeah,
Why? On a break, and he gets stripped. You can't do that.
yeah. Well,
Especially in crunch time, late fourth quarter. You can't do that, man. That they got to work that out. They got to make sure that things like that aren't happening because they're turning it over at critical times. They turned it over early in the first half. Turnovers and bad shot selection was the reason that 14-point lead got swiped away real quick. I looked up; they were only down 3. I'm like,
yes, and I was gonna
yeah.
tell you earlier, and part of that, you know how if you're up 3 points and you come down and take a bad shot,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say you jack up a wild three, and then the other team comes down and works and gets a look and knocks the three down. That's a 6 point turnaround.
There you
So
go.
every
Yes.
time De'Aaron Fox was shooting, it was either a 4 point or 5 point turnaround because he
Mm-hmm.
was getting point blank looks, but he just couldn't ring the bell. Now, Ed,
De'Aaron. Yeah.
that's right. Ed, now I don't want to
Yeah.
get in trouble because I don't want the Knicks fans to think that I am just so much in favor of of San Antonio. I'm gonna be honest. I do want San Antonio to win, but to be the truth of the matter, and let's get this understood. First and foremost, I am a Seattle SuperSonics fan. So I
Who?
want if you
Who?
ask me who I want to win the championship, I'm going to tell you the Sonics, unless you specifically say no. I mean the one that's going on right now. So let's just get that straight. You
All
say
right.
who all you want, but I'm just letting everybody know. So, but with that being said, I give credit and much respect to the Knicks because they did what they had to do. Cat was terrific on both sides of the ball. He played great
Mm-hmm.
defense on Wemby. He was excellent as a facilitator. He attacked the basket with ferocity. I thought that they got great other play from Alvarado. Uh,
Yeah, they did.
they
Yes, he played
did, man.
well.
He was
Alvarado played
terrific.
well.
He was
Yes.
terrific. Anunoby had his moments where he was solid. Josh Hart, what did he have? 15? Are you kidding me? 15
I,
rebounds?
I told you I'm not. I've never been a fan of the Knicks ever. I've never been a fan of the Knicks, but they got a good squad. They
Mm-hmm.
got a good squad. They're exciting. See what I'm saying? Things gonna change next week when they hit the Mecca. It's gonna be, man. It's gonna be different when San Antonio hit the Mecca, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a whole different ball game, man. They're gonna hit the Mecca. That crowd gonna be in their necks. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna
it's gonna
see.
be crazy, man. And then you're gonna see what you're gonna see, win or lose. You're gonna see cats step up on both teams.
That's right.
Who's really got it in them? Got that low gun, that IGAF in them. You're gonna find out who has it. And right, like I said, man for man, I can't. You know what? Well, man for man, San Antonio may be better man for man on paper, but experience wise, you got the Alvarados, you got Clarkson, you got guys that've been through it.
Mm-hmm.
And them little them cat Alvarado got a little bit of IGAF in him.
He
He got some
does.
IGAF in him. Jordan Clarkson got some all the
Shamit,
brains. Don't let it fool you. Sham,
McBride,
McBride,
they're all tough,
they all
man.
got a little bit of
They're all
IGAF in them.
battle tested.
What's your
They
boy
are.
name? Your boy hitting all the threes. Shamit.
Shamit,
Shamit
yeah.
been getting there for a long. Nothing phased. They're not phased.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So at some point in time, that experience, the stuff they've been going through the last couple of years in the playoffs, it This is what it's for. This is the time. I'm saying San Antonio. I wouldn't be surprised they win this series. I just personally believe that they're not going to have enough to do it.
Well, let me ask you.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this to that point. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So we know we understood that San Antonio got up by 14 points the first time.
Yes.
Wemby got off to a good start, and Dylan Harper came in and played well. And then they what we talked about with Fox, interjecting himself, and you can't be mad because he was taking good shots. He just wasn't ringing the bell, and then New York chipped away at the lead. Before you knew it, the lead was gone. Now we know what happened the second time when they went up by 17. Champagne went bananas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we saw them go up 14, lose that lead. Go up 17, and they lost that lead. But the fact of the matter is that they're able to build those and establish those leads. How is that possible? How are they able to do that?
Once again, I say on paper, man to man, they're probably the better team. They are probably the better team. But the lack of experience, they haven't been there. One thing about the Knicks, and them cats we just talked about who got IGAF, they're not going to quit. They're not quitting. They're going to keep coming. The Knicks are going to keep coming. That's just the way they built.
Dogs.
You see what I'm saying? One thing I that surprised me with the Knicks is that we haven't seen the old Knicks, the Jekyll and Hyde. We've been seeing all Jekyll. We ain't seen no Hyde yet. See, I've been waiting on the Hyde, but it ain't coming. It may not come because the inexperience of San Antonio. They're young, and the way they play, bad side selections, and like I said, it almost they sometimes they almost play like their roles aren't defined. They're not defined, which to a good point is to a good extent is it's good. It's good to an extent because you, like you said, you want them to play free. However, when you get into situations like that, things slow down in the playoffs, and you want to be in a situation where follow your blueprint, but also be free at the same time.
Right.
Your non-negotiables is on the defensive end of the floor. We lock it up. The Knicks are going to lock up as well. Mm-hmm. We're locking up, like I said, and then we play a certain way. Play to your advantages. And like I said, some of the things that they were doing last night, the night before last, they weren't playing to their advantages. You know what I'm saying? They weren't. And I also do believe, though, too, they do benefit by getting up and down the floor. That's how they get those leads.
Because it's opportunistic. It creates flow. And if you're dealing with guys that have that don't have as much experience, they have the most experience in flow. That's at the park. That's at the gym. That's running. Okay. So
that's they got players like that. That's them. Yes,
they do. But the thing that you talked about, New York. Hey man, they're young, but they're still Dobermans. Steven, that's a Doberman.
Come on, man. Come on. You talking about the young cats?
Those
you talking about San Antonio?
Stephen Castle's a Doberman. Come on, now.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, they got some Rockwallers too. They ain't just got Doberman. They got some Rockwallers.
Kelvin Johnson's a Rottweiler.
I like I said, I believe their problem is and will be not following the blueprint. And I don't believe. And this time of the year, they should have a blueprint. When we running and gunning, let's flow. And the Knicks benefit when everything slows down. And now we running a half-court offense. And now we can establish mismatches and switches and things like that. That's where the problem comes in. See, because you're going to switch and it's going to be Jalen one-on-one. You're in trouble. Jalen Brunson's going to find a way to get his shot off. Whether you make it or miss, it's going to be on him. You're not going to have nothing to do with it. Even if he gets in the lane, he's so crafty, he's going to spin, move, throw it up under your arm with it. All that is there. And if you get... Oh God! When they get in the Madison Square Garden, it's gonna be a whole different ball game. It's gonna be a whole when them cats talking all that shit on the sideline. It's gonna be on, man. I'm telling you.
But one of the prerequisites for special, and you know this, you're an athlete. One of the prerequisites for special is that feeling. So
we're gonna see
when you get that feeling, some people go this way, Some people go that way, but that feeling can take you to the greatest heights as a performer.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna see.
That's true. Yeah, we'll see.
We definitely gonna see. We'll be sitting there. Woo,
35.
Ed, can you believe that it goes by that fast?
Flowing, man. It's a flow.
Get your flow on then, Ed.
It's
And
a flow.
if you guys hung out with us, we appreciate you. We love having this exchange. You know, it's just like I said, two guys having a conversation. We've been having these same conversations since college. As you know, this is my college teammate and college roommate, and we have
That's right.
seriously been having these discussions organically since. So this isn't new, and I hope you enjoyed it. Go tell somebody, hey, these two guys and there's three of us a lot of times know what they're talking about, and we should by now. Old school views.
That's right.
New
school news.
News.
That's right.
Come on,
That's
somebody.
Right.
Anyway,
yes.
We'll see you again next Thursday. And actually, this is like I said, this is our 1 year anniversary. This is the episode 52, and this is the end of season 1. We'll be back next week, starting season 2 off, just as we ended season 1 with a bang out. What you got to say, Ed?
Hey, two things. Anybody that's that likes women's basketball, don't like women's basketball, watch Olivia Miles from the Minnesota Lynx.
In the world gone.
Best true point guard in basketball. And somebody hire Mark Jackson, please. Somebody.
Olivia Miles. Hire Mark Jackson. Well, you know he's doing good with that last name in the first place.
Wagon 3, riding orbit, stay